Hi guys, my name is Mackenzie Rivers, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the truth about the freshman 15 and how it can be avoided. So, we're gonna get a little bit more into it. First, I'll talk about what my research question actually is. Basically, what the title just said. Why do college students gain the freshman 15 and how it can be avoided? So, a lot of people hear this term, usually seniors going into their first year of college. A lot of people will say to them, oh, you think you're gonna gain the freshman 15? They're like, what? What are you talking about? So we're gonna talk about what the freshman 15 actually is. So, what is the freshman 15? The freshman 15 is a popular term that started to come about over the past years concerning a teenager's first year of college to where they gain up to 15 pounds of body weight. 15 pounds is a lot of body weight. So I don't know, but you never know. A lot of people can gain that as well. But yeah, just this has been coming about over the past few years. I know definitely a lot of people have said it to me when I was going into my freshman year, like, oh, you think you're gonna gain freshman 15? Um, I was like, no, I don't think I will. But we're gonna talk about why people gain weight in their first year of college. So I have three common factors. First one, alcohol consumption. Okay, so I didn't put it in any certain order. I have three of them. I don't think that there's one that's the most important. I don't know, but I think that alcohol consumption is very important. I could ramble on about this actually, but I won't take that long on alcohol. Um, so when first coming to college, many students have their first taste of freedom and also alcohol. Okay. So they're away from their parents. It's very easy to get alcohol in college. I don't know why. It's just very easy. Um, So yeah, just people start drinking, they start liking how they feel when they drink. They don't consider the calories. Okay, this quote here from Pubs Med Central says, given that one beer contains approximately 150 calories, college freshmen may consume up to 750 calories from a beer in a single drinking occasion. That is absurd. 750 calories. That's like two full meals, and you're drinking that in like a span of like maybe 2 to 5 hours. I don't know. I just think that's crazy. Like people don't consider the liquid calories. And it's not even just the alcohol calories. They don't really or they think that they have to eat more before they drink alcohol. So they don't black out. And then also it's what they eat after alcohol. When people drink, they feel hungrier. This then leads them to eat junk food, fast food, McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, stuff that's just not good for you and that very calorie dense and will help you in gaining that weight if you want to gain weight. So just again, like I could ramble on about this, but we're just gonna move on to the next two. Yeah, but just basically alcohol. It will make you gain weight. Trust me. Okay, next is overeating. Okay, when you get to college, especially here at UMass, we're number one dining. Okay, we have that unlimited food supply, which also it has nutritious food, of course, but it also includes desserts and non-nutritious foods as well, which then leads to the overeating. Another thing is people like they make friends in college, and when they go out to eat with them at the dining halls, they tend to eat more. This is more of a psychological thing. People when they're with a group of people, they tend to eat more than when they're alone, which is very interesting. But again, yeah, just overeating. Um, Another thing is when it comes to overeating, people find it easier to just grab like the quick stuff, mostly like pizza or french fries because it's quick and easy. You can just grab it. Other things like building a salad, it takes time, or like a nutritious salad, or like just grabbing like from the sushi line, like there's always a line. So it's kind of hard to find like the better options because you have to wait, but patience is a virtue. Okay. So you kind of have to wait if you are or if you care about your nutrition. Um and yeah. That's basically what I have to say about that. And then just the third reason, increased stress and bad sleep. Okay. College can be fun, but it can also be very stressful. With homework, exams, midterms, finals, and trying to be involved on campus with clubs or trying to better your future and get an internship, get a job, this can lead to your stress levels rising and your sleep schedule getting messed up. Just like it's more of like a time management thing sometimes. And people will procrastinate on studying for an exam or doing homework, and this leads to them losing sleep over it. A lot of people in college pull all-nighters, and definitely for harder majors, it's definitely very hard to um, finish all their work on time and actually have a social life. But I think that trying to or we'll get onto this later, but yeah, it just messes up your sleep schedule. You need those 6 to 8 hours, more on the 8 hour side. That's what you're typically supposed to be getting, but not a lot of people get that. Um, and then with this quote from Public Health, also just going back to my first point of overeating, people don't know how much they're eating. They think that they're putting like 4 ounces of rice on a plate and they're actually putting like 6 to 8. Like they don't know. And they don't know how many calories they're supposed to be eating as well. So it's just, yeah, just being mindful about it. Okay. Next is how we can overcome these challenges. So, how can the freshman 15 be avoided? Even with these hard setbacks, gaining a lot of weight in college can still be avoided. So, the first one is cutting back on drinking or don't drink at all. Okay. It's very easy to get caught up in the party life, especially here at UMass, the zoo. But your body will not respond to it very well. Okay, because you're damaging the liver, one of the most, or the most important organ in the body. Okay, that's not gonna end well for you. I think that drinking in moderation can work. Drinking alcohol that has lower calories, not drinking as much or as many drinks, and not eating junk food after, and getting up the next day and moving your body is very important. So next is being mindful with what you eat and how much you're eating. So just portioning out a balanced plate with um, healthy carbs, fruits, veggies, protein. It's small steps, but it leads you to the right direction. Okay. And also, just another thing is just don't eat because you were bored or stressed. That's never going to help you in the long run. Eat when your body tells you to. Okay. And then lastly, what you can do to not gain weight or the freshman 15 is moving your body just for 30 minutes a day. This is so important for your longevity, your lifespan to increase, yeah, just moving your body. It's the most important thing, like I just said. Just by playing sports with your friends, going on a walk with your friends, or just by yourself out in nature, going to the gym, joining a Pilates or Zumba class. It's just so important. I cannot stress enough to move your body. This lowers your or I'm pretty sure so it spikes your cortisol, but then it lowers it down because you're supposed to have that spike and then slowly decrease the cortisol. Um, so this helps with your stress levels and it makes you feel mentally and physically better, and it improves your sleep because you're moving your body, which then automatically like makes it more tired and helps you go to bed earlier and to get that sleep. Now, and then also this is just like a choose wisely quote on what to eat. This is from Fox 32 News. College cafeterias are full of chips, cookies, and soda machines. However, there are so many other options like fresh fruit, protein options, and greens from the salad bar. And the key is just to choose wisely. Okay. Choose high protein, leafy greens, good carbs, healthy fats, all of that. It's just knowing what you can eat that'll make your body happy and kind of like steering away from the unhealthy or junk food. And then now we're on to our first case study. This case study is called The Freshman 15, A Critical Time for Obesity Intervention or Media Myth. Okay. So this case study was basically just trying to debunk the freshman 15, saying that people aren't gaining that much weight their first year of college. And so they basically did debunk it. But like not really at the same time because people are still, as you can see from this chart, sorry, people are still gaining weight. Okay. Um, like these women first top here or at the top have gained 8 pounds. Most of them only gain like 2 to 5 pounds, which isn't bad. But also this is only coming from one specific college, and not other colleges and specific. I know it's just like a random group of people in the study. But it sort of debunks the freshman 15, but at the same time, it's kind of like this is only at one school. So, and again, like people are only gaining weight only if like one, like right here, people lost 1 pound. So definitely people will gain weight in their first year of college if they're not aware of their eating habits or lifestyle. My next case study is how to prevent weight gain for first year students. So it's called Preventing Weight Gain in First Year College Students, an online intervention to prevent the freshman 15. So what they did, they basically had 4 groups, the combined internet feedback intervention groups, and then also the control group. And then with these groups, they got these pre and post stats, and they measured the BMI. And as you can see here from this chart as well, just not a lot of changes. It kind of like these interventions made these students more aware of what they were eating and tracking what they were eating and learning more about nutrition. So this online intervention study definitely has been going into the right direction with helping these people like figure out how to be healthier in college. But again, like it didn't really make an impact on their weight, but it's also like their weight also did not increase, which is good. So it basically just stayed the same, but definitely like the case study was going, or the study that they had is going in the right direction to help these kids with their weight in college. And then lastly was the animal study about high-fat diets. So it's called Why Do Mice Overeat High-Fat Diets? How High-Fat Diets Alter the Regulation of Daily Caloric Intake in Mice. So there was no graph for this study, but the research showed that mice were given high-fat diet supplements that provided 25, 50, and 90% of their daily calories with their regular food. Um, and they found that the mice that had more fat in their diet tended to eat more and at different hours. So this kind of leads over to people in college or just anybody in real life. If you have more fat in your diet, you're going to tend to eat more and at different hours, and that's just going to make you gain weight, which we do not want. So definitely having your healthy fats, you need healthy fats, of course, but just like unnecessary fats. We don't need those in our diets. Okay. So that was basically that study, just saying that the mice who had more fat in their diet would eat more at different hours. Um, and yeah, just my conclusion from this video, or what I want you guys to get from this video is don't be intimidated when going to college and gaining a lot of weight. Yes, I kind of was. Definitely. Everybody's just like, oh, you're gonna gain the freshman 15, joking with me. I was a little bit scared. I was like, I do not want to gain that weight. Okay. So I low-key, like, I took this seriously. I was like, I'm not gonna eat all this junk food that they have, and I eat very well. Um, and even if I would go with my friends to the dining hall and eat more for, like, I would go out with them for dinner and I would eat more, but like for my breakfast and lunches, I knew that I would just have like a good portion. And also, I was moving so much. I would go to the gym. I had like 15 to 20,000 steps a day. Like, it's just very important to move your body, and that's I literally lost weight from going to UMass. I don't know. Because this campus is just so big, so you get to move around a lot. Next is be mindful when you go out and drink, or just don't drink at all. Personally, I wouldn't drink. Okay, I think that is terrible for your body. Doesn't make you feel good, makes you gain weight. I personally know people who gain weight from drinking, so I'm not making this up. Okay, you will gain weight. That's just the truth. Okay. Choose your meals wisely and choose healthy options. So again, don't go for that pizza or French fries. Of course, in moderation, sometimes you can have it. Go ahead, reward yourself if you had like a long day. Um, but just choosing healthy options, I want to say 90% of the time, I think is just so important. And you just want to treat your body like the temple that it is. So by eating this healthy food, it just makes you feel so much better, I believe. And then finally, college can be busy, so just manage your time correctly. Um, it is hard, definitely, in college to eat balanced meals and not snag as much when you have class and exams and clubs and everything else. Um, but this might make you have to wake up earlier or give more time for yourself to eat and try not to snack as much. Um, which I just think is just so important. Just getting those 3 full meals in so then you won't feel like you have to snack all the time. Um, and yeah, and back with like sleeping, just don't procrastinate on your homework or studying, and that will help you with your sleep schedule, will help you with your stress. It all comes together in the end. But yeah, that's just basically what I wanted you guys to get from this video, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you guys learned something. And yeah, I love nutrition. I love talking about it. And especially about this topic, I think that it is very important and kind of overlooked because I've seen it, my friends have gained weight from their first year, even their second year of college. Is You just have to learn how important nutrition is and how you can incorporate that into your life. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this and thank you so much for listening to me. Bye.